Election night, November 8th. And you know, we as hunters, we get going and we get all wound up with the rut, going 100 miles an hour. Well, I drive down to the farm, and this is all I can find. I can't find my bow. Naturally, it's not attached to the quiver. The last time I knew I had the bow, I'm thinking, what did I do? Did I leave it at home? Because tonight it's going to be over with. But anyhow, I had it Sunday shooting targets with Matthew and trying to get him in the blind and everything and all the hype and stuff. And so I got the quiver in the van, but no bow. So I show up here at the farm with a complete deer in the headlight look. What happened to my bow? So I went hunting with my bow a lot, but I've never had to go hunt my bow until tonight. And I'll show you where it was at. I had no clue it was here. Yeah, the last time we were shooting, we were right in this area and had Matthew's wheelchair set up underneath that pin oak tree. And you can see the moose target there in the background. We were flinging some arrows, and then all of a sudden it was time to go hunting. And I loaded up everything, got Matthew loaded up, and it was time to go. And it was really ironic. So I came over in this area where we were at, and I know I had my bow sitting by this small cedar tree, and there's no bow there. That's where I picked the quiver up at. And I went over, I had the target, and maybe it was by the target. And naturally, all was there was a very dead target, no bow. So about now, I'm headed back to Norwalk. And I can't see any bow around here. It's like, wow. The leaves have fell since Sunday. And so just by chance, I seen something, this little white thing over here. And I walked over here. And there was my bow. If it hadn't been for that cable guard slide, I'd have never found it. Leaves had covered it up. And drove off and left it lay there. November 9th. First day with frost on the windshield. About 35 degrees. Northwest wind. This is my 12 or 11, 12, 13 stand. So, perfect morning. I could have shot that buck. It was a nice 10-pointer. But I couldn't have got him on camera. He was 10 yards behind me. Wide open, as you've seen. Still early. But I marked that up as a shot. So, at least you got to see a good 10-pointer this morning so far. all fresh. That's all fresh cow shit this morning. It's all over your legs. And got it on my head net. So I don't even know who the president of this country is right now. But I know one thing. I don't need their bullshit because I got fresh cow shit and it's free and it works. A lot more so than their bullshit that they spewed out for the last 2 years. This is one huge tract of southern Iowa hardwood timber. There are no food plots on this whatsoever. And as I scan around here, we're sitting somewhere around, I'd say, 1,500 acres. Probably 250 to 300 acres for sure is timber. And you gotta decipher how to get a deer within 10 yards of you. And this is, I don't know exactly how big the timber is, but it's huge. And like I said, it's called hunting. When you can read the sign, and right there, about a half an hour ago, stood a shooter 10-pointer. That's what bow hunting is about. Reading sign, condensing it down, and setting a stand accordingly. We got a northwest wind today. Well, it's 10 o'clock here in southern Iowa. And when I left the cabin this morning, the wind was out of the northwest. And they stated that it would change and get out of the southwest. Well, as the day has heated up and the sun has got higher in the sky, it's finally time. The wind is blowing from me to the trail that I'm watching. Yeah, I got my cover scent on, but yet you still want to hunt the wind. Why push the issue? You seen this morning, I beat that buck, and I'm going to get down, and I'm going to take a picture of my setup from where that buck was, and so you can see how close he was. If I never shoot a deer or put a tag on a deer this season, my season has been a success as of today. You get that close to mature buck, and you beat it. This was the first time I set this stand. I did not set this stand at all last year. 35 stands. And some of them you're not going to get to set in a given year. So I knew when I got up this morning, heavy frost, north wind, came right to this stand. And how do you know that? You build on that. You work and you build a strong foundation, a hunting foundation, knowing where to go on a given wind, just not randomly going out and sitting down. No, sometimes that will work though, but it's a confidence builder when you have that at work, and that's what I keep trying to tell people. Learn how to hunt. Leave the technology on the shelf. Because when you do it alone and you use your mind, your onboard computer, and beat a wild animal, there's nothing more gratifying and self-rewarding than that, because you did that yourself with what knowledge you have obtained in the deer woods. So let's get down, and I'm going to take a video of this setup. Okay, right here's where that buck was standing. And you can see I'm in a cedar tree. You know, some people advocate about being 20 feet high. Do you realize if I was 20 feet high, that would put that somewhere way up there? That would be ridiculous. Anyhow, you can see I got backdropping and everything, and that's the camel that I chose for the day. It broke up in there pretty good with that tree bark. This is right where that deer was standing, basically 12 yards away. So, and like I say, we're up that cedar tree. So, just trying to show you a little what you can do. Well, that's it from the non-typical way of hunting. Cow shit, no bullshit.